You know what's funny is I keep maining characters that are either really strong next season or last season. So, for example, I played a lot of Magic, played a lot of BP, played a lot of Daredevil. Or Daredevil's pretty strong. He just gets banned 24/7. Um, like Dive and Melee was weak last a few seasons ago, but now it's really strong, and I don't play that. But now Poke is a little weaker, but now I'm playing Poke. It's just funny how that turned out. Although I think Poke is definitely still obviously very strong. It's just with the neutral more important now. And all the sub alt nerfs and so on. Dive can definitely thrive a little easier. But nonetheless, I have grinded Hela to Lord. And apparently, I just honestly did it because I liked the simplicity of Hela. And it's really just point and click, and I just felt like playing a hit stand and lording a hit stand. But it turns out I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I couldn't be more stupid because there was no point. There was no point. My win rate on this character is 51%. My win rate on Bucky is 60%. It's like I really took the worst hit stand to Lord, and it sucks. Like, it's cool that I got Lord. I really do enjoy her Lord icon. I think it's really cool. But I should have done Phoenix, or I should have done Punisher. I should have done literally any other hit stand ever, because Hela is never been in a weaker spot. Her damage, surprisingly, even though her flat base damage is more than Phoenix, even after the Phoenix buffs, it doesn't matter because I think by the end, let's say you have a really sweaty match and both Phoenix and Hela are like competing against each other. Phoenix will ultimately have more damage. I guess because of her sparks, maybe because of her faster shooting, maybe because she has like, well, yeah, I was gonna say the stun, but I suppose that would just go into the same thing as the sparks. That's where the real like burst damage comes from. Stun is just kind of a cherry on top. So I guess I want to talk about how I'm stupid and what Hela would need to compete with the rest of the hit stand, because Hela used to be the queen of poke. She was complained for a long, long time, and that's probably half the reason that I even decided to pick her. Is 50% I like the simplicity, and the other 50% is that I knew she was strong. I just didn't know how big and key word the term was. So her damage, I think you'll see a lot of people say the fall off can get reverted, and yeah, I agree. You should really just leave this character as sort of the sniper character. Black Widow is kind of forgotten in the dust, so you might as well make Hela just revert the fall off nerf and have her do more damage farther away. Revert any damage nerf where she can two tap from far away. It's not easy. A lot of the times you're gonna get lucky. I've two tapped a handful of people, obviously played like 20 plus hours of this character, and I'd say 75 or maybe 80% of the time that I've two tapped people, it's been luck. Like, yeah, like you need to like aim in the general direction, but it's like you're not gonna consistently do that. It's just not gonna happen. Of course, like it's not the full issue. The full issue is it gonna be in the game or not. And I mean, I think that it's fine if it's in the game because we have characters like Hawkeye that can literally one tap, not a touch of death combo. He's one taps. one tap. Okay, it's not a touch of death combo like Black Panther. He literally, by all definitions, one taps people. Hela does two taps, and that's if you have a good amount of luck and good aim too. You can't just aim wherever. Her aim, like the hitbox on her primary, it's not little, you know. Like you really do have to aim it. You can't just be like in the general direction. Look at that. That's not like this isn't a very easy projectile to hit just factually. I think you should also. I've seen someone make a comment about her bird form being like you can move it. You can do 360 movements while you're in bird form. I think that's a nice quality of life, but I think what they should do with it is make it go farther and like get rid of the plus 25 HP. That's pointless. And make it go farther instead. You can make it omnidirectional if you really want. It would be quality of life, but I think it would be even more fine if you just made it go farther. I think the stun is fine. You know, I really have no problems with the stun. She doesn't have that many abilities to begin with. So I think the piercing knight and the stun and the bird are okay. Just make the bird go farther. Her ultimate is the real issue. That the real issue about this character is her primary and her ultimate. Because her primary just gets out damaged by every other hit scan. Um, you can do good consistent damage if you have good aim. You do a lot of pressure, but you just the damage numbers. If you're lining number to number up, the other person like a Punisher or Phoenix is gonna have more. But her ultimate, the thing about her ultimate is it's so bad. It's so easy to run away from. It's so easy to counter. It's so easy to focus and destroy. It's so easy to survive if you have a support ult. It's, there's a million and one things you can do to survive this ultimate, and that's not like it's not the worst thing. Like you can do that with a lot of ults, but since we're on the topic of buffing her, I think I wouldn't buff the damage. I think the damage is okay, and you kind of run the risk of making it too broken. So I think what you do is okay, yeah. I think I have what you should do is you should be able to cancel it. And you should also make it like Phoenix, where once you get down and end the ult, you're full HP. Because that's the two biggest issues I've had playing this character, is whenever I get out of my ult, I'm 1 HP. And whenever I ult in a bad spot or I do it to create space, it lasts too long. Especially if no one's shooting you. Eventually, like maybe the enemy team goes into like a tunnel and they flank your team dies, and you're left in the air, and you can't cancel it. So you kind of just watch your team die while you're shooting a wall that can't be broken, trying to hit the enemy, but you can't. So yeah, I guess I'll go to Phoenix. Phoenix is banned a handful of times. I don't like playing. I don't like grinding characters that are more commonly banned, because it's like Daredevil, for example. I'm one level away from Lord Daredevil, but it would literally be so long before I got Lord because of how often he's banned. So maybe Punisher, but Punisher, I don't know. He's pretty situational too. He can kind of die really easily. I'll have to see. I like Elsa. Elsa, funny enough, is not getting banned that often, at least in my games. Unironically, she's not getting banned that often. She's still pretty strong. I do well on her. I do like her. She can be a little difficult because you do have to be kind of like good at aiming if you want to hit the combos. Which, I mean, just like everything, like you just have to practice it. then you'll get it down pretty well. I think the hardest thing about Elsa is kind of knowing what to do. Unironically, it can, like, this character is very strong and does a lot of damage, but you need to know what to do and where to be. Because if you don't know, like, how to support your team best or who to target best, I think to really, whittle it down is probably targeting. Because her elephant gun, the monster piercer, does percentage damage. I'm pretty sure anyway. If it doesn't, then I'd probably sound stupid as hell. But it does a lot of damage, and it can hurt tanks pretty badly. And it also pierces. So it's very useful, but you just gotta know, like, where to use it. And a lot of people don't. I'll watch people, and they don't know where to use it. They, like, I don't know how to describe it. They just don't know. So I guess that's probably the skill check of this character, which is game sense, I suppose, a more umbrella term. Which I'm not too surprised that people don't have game sense. That does not surprise me. Funny enough. Yeah, it's probably actually the number one thing that I've noticed people don't have a lot of is game sense. Even though a lot of people like playing melee characters on console, they can be really bad too, because the number one thing you need on melee characters is game sense. Anyway, I don't have much more to talk about. So that's probably it. I can't believe I lorded Hela for, like, no reason. I don't even play this character anymore. I literally don't. I literally do not play this character anymore because of how much of a drag it was. It was literally such a drag. I am genuinely turned off by this character.